So we'll just go right into it. What's up, Ian?
Hello, Brandon.
We are still Zoom meeting podcasting because of quarantines and y'all stay homes issued by our respective counties. Kevin's still not here because this is literally 15 seconds after our last episode ended that we're recording this episode. So I guess he's sick. I don't know. He didn't respond this morning whenever we were texting. But
No, we're holding a good thought for Kevin because we hope it's not the corona.
I know he's been super concerned because we're convinced that our boss's wife has corona for sure. Like
Okay.
like we just what else could it be? She had a fever for like what, 7-8 days.
So we got word this week. I got a call Thursday night from a lady in our HR department that someone the last week we were in the office, which was the week of March 9th through the 13th. When we're still in the office, and they said someone had tested positive in our office for it. That person's doing fine now, feeling better, obviously been quarantining, but they made the phone. They just found out about it on Thursday, I think. So they had to get out and call everyone that goes into that office and let them know. So it was like 7:30 in the evening. Got a call from, I looked at my phone. I was like, why is work calling? So, but I've been feeling fine. No issues here. Just
Yeah, me too. Um, I don't know. I don't know how Kevin is feeling. I don't know that he's got corona or if it's just a stomach bug or if he just has a headache. I have no idea. But
yeah.
hopefully he gets well soon. So I didn't mention this in our last episode, so I'll probably use the same clip for that episode as well. But if you're looking for a clinic, we've partnered with, I don't know, 5 or 6 clinics, telemedicine clinics that can help you. They're offering discounts to our listeners and our Facebook group members, and I guess even our Instagram followers at TRT community. So go to testosteronepodcast.com/discounts if you'd like to. We did kind of a comprehensive review or comparison of all these clinics, and here's what this one offers, here's what that one offers, here's what you pay with this one, here's what you pay with that one, that kind of thing. So there's some pretty decent information there, so you can check that out. Also, we did the last episode, we did a review of the Manscaped Lawnmower 3.0, and we both really actually liked it. I don't know how Kevin felt about it. Maybe Kevin no-showed us today because he was afraid to use the Lawnmower 3.0. I don't know. But we both liked it. So you can head to manscaped.com and use promo code TRT for 20% off of any product with free shipping. And then Tiger King, we still don't know what's happening with that, but it's crazy. And this is random, but I wrote down, today we're going to talk about prolactin, and this isn't related at all. But I wrote this down yesterday as I was sitting at my work at home desk trying to open a water bottle and then realized it like 4 more times throughout the day as I opened water bottles. These new eco-friendly water bottles that use like 50% less plastic?
Yeah.
Which is, most brands are doing this now. They're thinner, right? Like,
Okay.
Am I the only person on the planet that can't open one of these water bottles without it squirting everywhere?
I guess you're gonna have to demonstrate that. But
the plastic is so thin that the
you're
pressure that it takes with your holding hand when you're unscrewing the cap, once you get the cap unscrewed, it comes out like every time. And these are Aquafinas, and they're the worst. But have you never experienced that? Obviously you haven't.
I guess you got more gains than I do. Too much gains.
I can't open them. It's like, if you're opening a yogurt or like even like a Whataburger ketchup and you just know that it's going to squirt on you like every time,
Yeah. You point it away from yourself.
Yeah. Same thing with these water bottles. I cannot open one without water. Like, I have to do it over the sink. Like, I just pulled it out of an ice cooler or something and it's dripping with water because Every time I open it, it
You lose
squirts.
like 15% of the bottle of
Exactly.
water. Hey, but
Destroys it.
it's good that it's water and not, Pepsi's, Dr. Peppers,
Yeah,
as we talked
still.
about a couple episodes ago.
Yeah, still no Pepsis. In fact, I'm working with a trainer that's in the group, the Facebook group, to come up with a workout plan that I'm going to start on Monday. So in our next
I
episode, I'll talk about that.
I saw your post about that, and it immediately made me nostalgic, longing for our days of bench press buildings, because
Yes.
I remember going to get that set of weights with you. We drove to Oklahoma.
Hmm.
We ate 2 breakfasts that morning. We talked about life. It was really good.
Yep.
And we bought it from, like, how far was that? Was like 2 hours away. It had to have been.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of fun. And then we lifted weights for a long time, and then we don't anymore. Like,
Yes.
we always went to the rec center for a while, and then you got your own set, and you still have it, presumably.
Yeah. Yeah.
And right now, I'm really jealous of that because I don't have much in the way of home workout equipment. Like, and the run on home workout equipment, especially at the sporting goods places that are now, you kind of have to do the online curbside pickup thing. It's ridiculous. You can't even get like a kettlebell, or they have 5 pound dumbbells, which I'm not even going to bother with. It's stupid.
Yeah.
But I bought like a weighted vest last weekend and have been walking and doing some things with that. But other than that, I could really go for a barbell and some weights right now in
Yeah.
my garage. I would love that. We have the gym that I go to. Um, they have a group page, and it's like everybody's sharing their workouts, and everyone has like everything that you need to start up for a CrossFit box in their garage. And I'm like, I don't have the budget for this right now. Like,
Yeah.
and there's certainly been a run on all that stuff, like I just said. But
And this equipment
that's
was
awesome. Yeah.
it was clearly made in that guy's garage. Like it's not
Oh yeah, yeah.
professional grade, and you can't put tons and tons of weight on it. But I'm glad to have it. I've thought
The
about getting rid
rack.
of it.
You
Yeah.
mean the squat rack? Like, you think
Yeah.
he welded it together or something?
Oh yeah, I think he
Okay.
welded it together. I mean, it's got one single like pull-up bar at the top that's basically holding the uprights, or not holding them, but like that's supporting them. So there's a lot of wobble. It's not great,
Okay.
but I'm glad to have it in times like this. And I've thought about getting rid of it more times than I can count, and even thought about like selling it and using the proceeds to get a gym membership for a year, and stuff like that. And I'm glad
Right.
that I still have it. Right this second, it's only being used for holding a
Buying
yoga
clothes.
no, a yoga trapeze, believe it or not, that we bought recently. And it's like one of those hang from the ceiling, and you can hold on to handles and hang upside down and do these things. Faye is getting tons of use out of it. In fact, like,
Really?
she's sleeping better because she spends probably 2.5 to 3 hours a day trapezing on this yoga trapeze. And it's like 4 or 5 inches off the ground, but it's just hanging from the
Okay.
top of that rack and then just barely off the ground. And she's either half the day, she's either sitting in it like a hammock, reading a book or watching a show, or she's actually like hanging upside down doing yoga. So it's, yeah, my 5-year-old's really getting the kick out of it.
Is there some sort of? I'm trying to picture it because I'm not familiar with it. Does she? Is there a way to strap her legs into this contraption, or?
Pull up a picture of it.
Okay.
It doesn't strap her legs in. It's like a hammock, like a parachute style hammock, and then it's got all these different length handles on it where you can like basically
Uh,
put your knees in the hammock and then grab the handles and lean forward and like hang upside down and stuff.
cool. What's something
So
like that go for? Is it meant for kids her age or
no, it's meant for
all ages?
grown-ups.
Oh,
Yeah. So I think it was like $89 or $99, but right now, and this company has nothing to do with this podcast. Like, I paid full price for it, but um, right now they have like, you can pay $1 and then try it for a month and then send it back if you don't want it. I went ahead and just paid the full price for it because I knew we were going to keep it. But yeah, it's like, yeah, try for $1. Trying to look for a picture of it.
What do you call a yoga trapeze?
Yeah, Yoga Body is the company that makes it, and it looks like
Oh,
that.
okay. Okay.
And
I
then
see.
with that, you can do things like that.
Oh,
So it's or that.
that's insane.
Yeah, so that's what she spends a lot of her time doing is hanging like that, like reading a book or watching a show on her phone. But yeah,
That's
she's
cool.
getting pretty good. You could do like Superman moves like that.
Whoa.
It's pretty cool. So
Imagine you get
some
some pretty good deep stretches off of that thing.
yeah, I haven't gotten into it yet, but yeah, I plan on trying it out. It
I can't wait to
looks
see the picture of you hanging upside down,
it looks a little intimidating. She makes it look easy because she's 5 and she's limber and she's strong as far as
like
body weight is concerned.
not even 50 pounds or something, right?
Yeah, she's probably 55 or
Oh, okay.
57. Yeah. So, prolactin. This was by request, and I can't remember who requested it. Somebody Facebook messaged me. Prolactin is something that's often overlooked, and and I don't remember if they checked your prolactin levels before you started TRT or not the first time around. But prolactin's
I'll have to pull it up.
you do that, and I'm going to kind of read. So
Go ahead.
prolactin's made in the pituitary, and in women it increases when they're breastfeeding. Men with increased prolactin experience lower sex drive, erectile dysfunction, breast tenderness, and maybe even enlargement. And sometimes they even produce breast milk. Men produce breast milk. They can have unexplained headaches and vision issues. So this affects guys on TRT because occasionally, either before or during TRT, your prolactin levels can rise. But the reason that it's important is because oftentimes, if your prolactin is really elevated, it can be because of a prolactinoma, which is a benign tumor on your pituitary. So we didn't check this for me before I started TRT, but I can tell you that since starting, there was one time where I had to take cabergoline or cabergoline to decrease my prolactin because it
Mm.
increased on TRT. Um, but it's important because if you do have that benign tumor on your pituitary, you could very easily, not very easily, it's very possible that you could remove that tumor and not need TRT. Once you get that tumor off the pituitary, that your TRT levels will be functioning just fine. So I would recommend having your prolactin checked before you start TRT. It's, did you find your labs?
I found it. So yeah, it was checked at the initial visit with Rachel back in October. Mine was 5.1 nanograms per milliliter. According to the standard range, it's between 4.0 and 15.2.
Yeah. So usually if it's a tumor, it'll be way up there. Um,
So this is something you would see before. So this is before I started anything.
mhm.
If it was higher in this range, you're saying that could indicate the tumor,
Mhm.
the presence of the tumor.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the point is that if you've got that tumor on your pituitary, that is likely what is causing your low T. So if the tumor is
Ah.
operable, if you remove the tumor, you may not need TRT for the rest of your life because you've removed the problem, you've fixed the problem rather than just covering it up with a TRT solution.
So it's essential, like as essential as checking SHBG
Hmm.
estradiol is at the initial outset of your starting your protocol.
Hmm.
You want to check that because you don't want to just you don't have to ever poke yourself. All you need to
Right.
do is really just if this tumor is operable, you just get rid of that, and
Exactly.
your problems could be solved.
It's
But
just another one
yeah,
of the
go ahead.
things in the long list of things that I recommend guys get checked before they start TRT that most doctors don't check
Hmm.
that will help you. Like you don't want to just know, am I low? Can I start? You want to know, am I low? And maybe even why am I low? And if you can figure out why you're low, then you
Yeah,
may be able to fix the problem without TRT.
I think yeah, and our provider, Rachel, she's good about. Uh, since that time, it hasn't been checked. Do you recommend? I mean, would you recommend it being checked every time, twice a year, once a year? What do you think is
No,
necessary?
it's not something that I would probably check unless you're experiencing symptoms like the erectile dysfunction, lower sex drive, that kind of thing. Once you get into that, I'm having erectile issues or I'm having sex drive issues, then it could be prolactin, it could be E2, estradiol, that kind of thing. So I just really would recommend checking it if you experience those symptoms. But it's not going to hurt to check it. I mean, mine was checked randomly, and my doctor was like, this was probably a year and a half ago. He was like, "Hey, are you having any of these symptoms?" No, I'm not. But then we went ahead and did some cabergoline just to kick it down. I didn't ever notice any difference between it being high and being normal. But yeah, things that can cause it are like eating disorders, depression medication, which depression medication causes a lot of issues, and even high blood pressure, and then wearing your bra too tight. So be careful with that. Yeah, make sure you get fitted for your bra at Victoria's Secret. They'll do it for free. And then
I wonder what sliver of our audience is that's speaking to. I wonder
2 to 5, depending on the platform. But yeah, we're 95 to 98% male, which is
we appreciate our female listeners all the same.
Yeah, and we don't discriminate. If you're a dude that wears a bra, whatever.
Just make sure it fits right.
Yeah, or it could screw up your prolactin levels. So the most effective treatment, like I said, is cabergoline, which is a prescription. So don't ask me where you can get it without a prescription because I'm not going to tell you.
Please, please stop doing that. That's really annoying.
You can get it prescribed. That's really it. What else is going on in the world?
Are there any natural supplements that you could get that do anything?
Not that I'm aware of that are
much like anything else surrounding the TRT world with supplements.
I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that you can use natural supplements for to help, with sex hormone binding globulin levels and that kind of thing. But when it comes to prolactin, I don't think there's anything. There's nothing that I know that works other than the prescription. And then spacing out your injections, just like everything, that seems to solve all the problems if you are dosing yourself frequently and small doses, then that'll help too. Which reminds me, yesterday I sent a message to Rachel Lyle, our doctor, to have her refill my enanthate because the cream sucks. So
you're pitching the cream into the trash.
I'm jumping ship. Yeah, I am one tube in, and I hate it. And I'm not even gonna. I mean, I probably paid $150 for 2 tubes, and I'm just gonna throw one of them in the trash because it's trash. It's where it belongs.
Have you haven't been taking HCG for a while?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I've seen a lot of stuff on the group, and it's to the point where it's like driving me crazy because the HCG, the classification's being changed from compounded to a biologic or whatever it is, and there's new regulations coming down. I was just wondering if you had spoken to drug crafters recently about that, or you'd heard anything.
I haven't spoken to drug crafters specifically, but I have spoken to credible sources.
That pharmacy you talked about the other week. Yeah.
So credible sources, and I have heard both, that yes, it's going to be a problem. You're not going to be able to get it. And no, it's not going to be a problem. You live with it.
Okay.
So I have no idea. I don't know.
Well, I'm due for a refill here fairly soon. So I'll be, I guess I can be the reporter following up on that story from a trusted source, because I'm currently on it, obviously trying to maintain the size of my balls that I'm trying to what's the slogan? I forgot.
Your balls will thank you.
Yes, the other way my balls will thank me.
If you stopped taking it and you let them atrophy a little bit, you could get them trimmed up with that Manscaped Lawnmower 3.0 even faster.
Yeah, less real estate to cover. So
Yeah.
this is a nice cross promotion here.
Yeah. This is random, but have you ever noticed whenever you're doing that manscaping that, and it may be because I've trained mine to look out for danger using like head clippers on them, but they, whenever you get close, do they want to tuck?
Yes, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, it's like I don't know how to describe it in a funny way, but it's, you get that trimmer close to it and you're going closer, you're moving closer and they're moving further away, and it's like what's happening here?
It's an autonomic response from your body that it like there's nothing you can do to control whether it does it or not. Your body's just going to do it.
Yeah. Well, it makes it difficult with your testicles running away from you.
Yeah. So, all right, we'll find out about the HCG. See what's going on with that.
All right. Well, that's all we got. Let's get out of here.
Bye.
Bye.